Christiana Anton. Christiana, just state your name and county of residence. Welcome.
Hi, Christiana Anton, Knox County. I bet y'all can guess what I'm up here to talk about. I don't have too much to say today because I stand before you gobsmacked and horrified at the assaults on public education from the federal level trickling down to this body. So much for the party of small government. I won't take up too much of the board's time because I'd mostly like to address the chair and the superintendent. I thank all of you for the good work that you do. I'm really excited about the new school. I would like to especially thank Reverend Butler, Miss Templeton, Miss Fontenot-Ridley, Miss Bike, Miss Morgan, and Miss Christie again for making the right choice last month and choosing not to include vouchers in the board's legislative priorities for 2025. In case Betsy missed that, we choose not to include those. I cannot express enough how thankful we are to have at least a handful of elected officials who truly seem to listen to their constituents. If you think that we did not all see you go out of your way in a personal capacity, but as a face of this body, no less to advocate for the special session shenanigans that ripped funding from public schools while entangling this scam with the desperately needed relief for our neighbors, you are sorely mistaken. Not only was that disrespectful to everyone who came to speak to you last month and you apparently didn't listen to, but your colleagues here on this board who had the gall, who had the spine to stand up for public school kids like they took an oath, took this job to do. I have nothing to say but shame on you for calling yourself a public servant while truly serving private interests. I fear we will all feel the horrible effects of this very soon, next fiscal year at the latest. Mr. Superintendent, if you think people will stand for your staff pulling students out of instructional time to be interrogated about citizenship status without their parents or a lawyer present, without at least bringing it to the public opinion and attention, you are also mistaken. I have a feeling that this isn't in accordance with the district's policy or procedure, and I sincerely hope that it's been remedied since I was made aware of it. I would encourage you to ensure that the district's policies and procedures be reviewed and enforced diligently as we see students scared to come to school for a myriad of reasons, guns, immigration showing up, them being questioned by the people who are supposed to stand up for them and educate them. That's pathetic. And any of you on your phones, I also will reiterate what I said to the city council, shame on you. You're supposed to be listening to the people who come to participate in democracy. School officials are meant to act in the place of parents when children are in their care. I have siblings, have babysat, and am also an accredited educator who taught in public schools and so have been responsible for the lives of children. Even learned how to defend them against an armed intruder before I knew my students' names and faces. So I can only speak for myself. I would like to imagine no caretaker or educator would absolutely ever turn a child over to anyone but their parents. I have more. You know what you're doing is wrong. Hold your colleagues accountable.
Thank you, Ms. Anton.